Welcome to the Dog Solid channel, and today we are going over a comprehensive guide of owning the Pomchi. Make sure to watch all the way to the end of the video to make sure that you don't miss any valuable information. This designer breed is a cross between the Pomeranian and Chihuahua. The Pomchi was created to be a lovable family companion dog with a high alert energy. Even though this hybrid has been around for some time, they are now starting to rise in popularity. The Pomchi is known for attracting attention due to its cuteness. If you want to know if these little balls of energy and sass are the right breed for you, please continue to watch the video to learn more. Without further ado, let's jump into this comprehensive breed review guide. The history. Originating from the United States, the Pomeranian and Chihuahuas were bred together to produce the popular Pomchi. The idea of breeding the Pomeranian and Chihuahuas together was to create a companion dog breed that was alert but without the required exercise needed by the two similar breeds. Here's some more information about the Pomchi's parents. The Pomeranian originates from Germany and was originally bred from sled dogs, as that is where they get their double coats from. The Chihuahua hails all the way from Chihuahua, Mexico, hence where they received their names from. Because the Pomchi is a mixed breed, it is often hard to predict the personality traits and appearance of this breed, as they can inherit more of one of the parents than the other. One thing that holds true about the Pomchi is that you are going to get a fluff ball that is full of sass, love, and stubbornness. Appearance. This designer breed without a doubt is an attention grabber and has a fox-like appearance. As stated earlier, since this is a mixed breed, you will never know what you're going to get, as there are many unique combinations that can be pulled from the parents' genetics. Soft to the touch will generally describe the coat of this Chihuahua mix. The Pomchi can have a double-layer coat with long or short hair. If they have a long-haired Chihuahua parent, their coat is likely to be a long, thin, single-layered coat. However, if the Chihuahua parent is a short-haired Chihuahua, then their coat will be short, thin, and single-layered. Pomchis can come in the following colors: fawn, dark brown, white, tan, cream, gray, merle, and sable. But the most common color is either sable or fawn, and it's rare to find an all-black Pomchi. The more common colors will cost less than the rarer colors. The Pomchi's ears tend to stand up on their head and their tail will curl up over their body. Height and weight. Weighing between 5 and 12 pounds and growing up to a height between 6 to 9 inches tall, you can call the Pomchis an extremely tiny dog. This makes the Pomchis great dogs for apartment living and also great travel buddies, since they can go with you anywhere that a dog is allowed. Pomchi's temperament. When it comes to the personality and temperament of the Pomchi, you will get a different mix of each of its parents, and this can be a disadvantage since their temperament will be somewhat unpredictable. One of the easiest ways to tell what your Pooch's temperament will be to look at its parents' personalities. Both the Pomeranian and Chihuahua are reactive dogs that love to bark, and this trait is often passed down to the Pomchi. The reactive gene is what makes them great small watchdogs. Another trait that the Pomchi can inherit from the Chihuahuas is their innate sense of awareness, as they always know what's going on around them. The high alertness can sometimes lead to aggression, and the way to solve issues is to try to socialize them when they are pups so they will not be so nervous around strangers. The Pomchis are very intelligent and will follow their own mind before they will follow you. One disadvantage of the Pomchi's personality is that they tend to suffer from separation anxiety if left alone for long periods of time. They can develop destructive habits such as disruptive barking and chewing on furniture. Training. Pomchi is highly intelligent and picks up new things very quickly, and this might be because they have the need to please their owners. This is a great trait for a dog to have when it comes to training. These designer breeds have a tendency to be quite stubborn and willful and can develop what is known as small dog syndrome. It is important that you start training your Pomchi as soon as you bring it home to avoid the developments of bad habits. As for training methods, most owners develop their own based on how the Pomeranian responds to the training. Even though any form of training is better than no training at all, there are some hard and fast do's and don'ts that you should be aware of. Here's a list of do's and don'ts that could drastically help you train this fluffy bull. First things first, let's start by discussing some of the things you need to avoid while training. Shouting, physically reacting to bad behavior, locking them away. With the don'ts out of the way, let's look at some of the things you should incorporate into your Pomchi training program. Early start, early socialization, be positive and firm, patience and persistence. When it comes to training your Pomchi, you want to enjoy the experience and avoid seeing it as a chore. Exercise. You would think that these high energy level pups would need a lot of exercise, but the exercise requirements for the breed are pretty low. It is recommended that a Pomchi needs half an hour walk each day. A quick walk around the block will meet the requirements. Just as a reminder, these dogs are stubborn and should be leashed during walks, and they have a mind of their own and will do what they want. Pomchi's recall is not the greatest, and this could put them in a dangerous situation, especially because they are particularly small and could be easily hurt or lost. Grooming and shedding. The grooming requirements of the Pomchi is that they require regular brushing. At a minimum, you should be brushing your pup at least twice unless you have a long coat Pomchi, then you will have to brush more. Performing the regular maintenance of brushing will help remove dead hair and skin from the Pomchi, allowing its coat to remain soft and shiny. As for the shedding, the Pomchi do not shed terribly, but they do shed. They typically have a huge shed twice a year for new hair growth, and this typically happens during the spring and fall. Because they do shed, these dogs are not suitable for anyone with dander allergies. Their low shedding is great for vacuuming, but does mean more grooming. They will need to be taken to the groomers at least every 2 months for a trim. These trips will also keep your pup free of mats and make sure their coat is super healthy. Feeding diet. A half cup of dry food is sufficient for these small breeds, as they only need 40 calories per pound of their body weight. Dry kibble is recommended over wet food, as Pomchi is known to suffer dental problems. For the type of kibble, it is recommended to buy a brand that focuses on small dogs, as they will have digestible, small-sized kibble. You might also find out that your Pomchi can be a fussy eater, so you will have to be patient when it comes to finding them a food that they love. If you are getting your pup from a breeder, it is best to keep them on the food that they are already eating. Another fact regarding your pup's nutrition is that you want to make sure that any food that you choose has protein content, while avoiding foods that are high in cereals, corn syrup, or contain food dyes. This small dog breed is prone to obesity because it's easy to overfeed them. Once you have worked out your dog's daily food requirements, it is recommended to set some of that aside for training purposes. You could also introduce healthy dog treats or fruit and vegetables to vary their diet. Health. Smaller dogs tend to live longer than other standard-sized breeds. The Pomchi is expected to live 12 to 15 years, which means you will have your companion dog for many years. One of the benefits of a crossbreed is that they are less likely to suffer from ailments of those of its purebred parents, because they have a larger gene pool. However, they are not immune to every sickness. Here are some health issues to watch out for. Eye issues, such as cataracts or progressive retinal atrophy. Hypothyroidism, oral health issues. It is encouraged to check the dental history of the breeder of your potential Pomchi, as both the Pomeranian and Chihuahua are extremely prone to oral health problems. Cost. The price of a Pomchi can be anywhere between $350 to $1,200. The price can vary, but the average price is around $900. Some puppies may be more expensive than their litter mates depending on their colors and marking. Always make sure that you find a reputable breeder. Reputable breeders are those who have all their dogs' health checked and provide relevant paperwork if the parent dogs are Kennel Club registered. When you are able to see your potential Pomchi, make sure to ask the proper questions and check out the environment for any red flags. Family dog. The Pomchi can be a good family pet, just not with young children. Because the Pomchi is small in stature, it makes them fragile, and they are easily injured by the inexperienced handling of small children. They should, however, be fine with older children who are able to learn how to correctly handle them. As you should know by now, no dog breed is perfect, and this comprehensive guide would not be complete if we did not lay out all of the disadvantages of owning a Pomchi. Watchdog syndrome. The Pomchi was bred to be a high-alert dog, but these dogs take their jobs very seriously. Owners have even claimed to see their pups ear twitching even when they appear to be sleeping. These dogs are quick to bark at anything that seems suspicious, which can make them somewhat troublesome for those living in condos and close-knit neighborhoods. The barking tendency can be toned down if you socialize them and train them to ignore certain stimuli. Determined or stubborn. When the Poms want something, they'll be persistent and won't give up easily. It is often the owner's fault, as they are not able to say no, and eventually they give the dog what they want, and these dogs will use your weaknesses. For example, if you are eating and Poms thinks it looks appealing, they will look at you adoringly, or they will engage in some cute circus stunts in hopes of you giving in. If you give in and give them a little piece of food, you are doomed. They will turn into a tableside companion for life. And if you don't give them what they want because you have decided to toughen up your rules, it may escalate to pawing at you, barking at you, and trying to get a morsel from different people or different sides of the table. Fragile breed. Since the Pomchi is a toy-sized breed, it's more susceptible to being injured. When you have one, you have to be careful with them because you can injure them if you happen to accidentally sit on them, fall on them, or drop them when they are in your arms. These pups are larger than life and have a lot to offer. The Pomchi is smart and will do anything until they get their way. This dog is best suited to an owner who will be around them for most of the time, so they're not left on their own too much. Well, that wraps up the video. If you have any more facts about the Pomchi, please feel free to share it in the comments section. Thank you for watching this video, and check out my other playlist on small dog breeds and other videos. The link is below in the description. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Dog Salad channel, and I will see you in the next video.